calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. He's going to be dropped following a pickup at 7, past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
The second down throw now from Stroud. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards.
It's early, and a natural cliche at work here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run here with Pierce. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, it's Richardson. Going to throw right side here, complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Off play action. Richardson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Richardson to throw off play action. Look at end zone. He's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
touchdown,
A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Stroud looking to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It was the linebacker Shaquille Leonard who applied the heat. 3rd down. The Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. And Stroud now to throw. That one complete. It's tapped down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll try and run for it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Stroud. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Texans had 5 and 6 to start play. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Stroud. And this is incomplete. Dameon Pierce, his intended target, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Stroud will look to throw once more. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he gets us one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A 1st down there and a pickup of 25.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. That's complete to Dell. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Timberwolves.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it facing a second and long situation.
Go, ready?
Again, it's Stroud. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the three, fake it. It doesn't work. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards. Richardson off the play fake. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
together.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
From the 20, here's the 2nd down and 9. Stroud to throw it. Got his man, Dell. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
19.
They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side to about the 33-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Stroud looking to change the play. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So they opted to run the ball there on 3rd down on their side of the field.
I wonder if that was a called play, or did he check into it? And if he did, that took a lot of guts, because on his own side of the field, an obvious passing down, decides to run the football and he pick up the first down. Give that man a ton of credit.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. He's to the 15. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned.
And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a line ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, Peyton, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines to run with it for very well. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Hot 70.
Now Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Malik Collins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. They go play action with Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Richardson. And he's got his target. It's caught for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Samson Ebukam, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. It's caught. Beckham. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Ready, break.
Final play of the half. Stroud. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Texans 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And nothing but good. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, CD, remember, he had a touchdown earlier, but that was in a much more conventional manner. This time picking up the fumble and taking it in for 6.
Yeah, he bailed his team out with a scoop and score right there. Multiple touchdowns in this game for him, and he's not complaining how he got it done.
Texans 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have. They've got his man complete. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Stroud now on 4th down. Touchdown! Beckham! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20.
Colts 34, Texans 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Now he's loose again, and he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, shot. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now it's Richardson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 47-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
The second down throw now from Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down.
Go. 60 Vikings.
The throwing again is Stroud. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
And Stroud now to throw. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20.
Colts 41, Texans 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The Colts send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone, and he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. You may hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by Kenny Moore, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And some strong running. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. They run once more with Taylor. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but
this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 32 that time. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Looking deep for Elliott. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st down, here's Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you can.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says one.
No turnovers.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
19, Tiger, 19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And running with power here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
On the set.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Take Dell, 26 yards. And the Texans take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Trap 60, trap 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. A big play there for Andy. 45 yards. Well, Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Colts, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.